sometimes you don't even get to sleep or like take a break or anything. You gotta, protect that land. Gotta protect that house. Gotta put that fire out. My name is Michael Thomas. I'm 27, and I was in the fire camp for about 11 months at Cuesta, San Luis Obispo, over by Santa Barbara area. It was a crazy experience for me because, one, go to fire camp, and it's like a percentage off your time. So let's just say if I'm doing 5 years, I can get my time knocked in half just by being on the fire squad, helping putting these fires out to get an early release date. So that's why people are really risking their lives to do that. It's just to get out early. Or, some people want to be productive. They don't want to be sitting in a cell or just being around those crazy kind of people all day. So me being as productive as I like to be, and, I'm just a hardworking person naturally, and I wanted to go home. I didn't want to be sitting in no prison cell. So I took the initiative to get on that fire crew just so I could get that early release date. It was a fun experience though, just being the front line on the fire. As a little kid, firefighter, people look up to that type of thing. So it was a good experience. I learned a lot, and I had the high hopes of coming home and, thinking I got some type of career chance with being a firefighter, but it didn't go as planned.
My name is Francis Lopez. I'm from Richmond, California. I was in the Canacti Fire Camp from 2015 to 2017.
My name is DAYANA CONTRERAS. I am his partner, mother of his child, and we were together. I was actually pregnant during his sentence, so we were together during that time that he was in fire camp.
I was an 85%er, so there were no benefits for me going to fire camp. I didn't get any time reduction. This is before Prop 57 passed. So all of the 85%ers that ended up at fire camp, we were just there because we wanted to do something with our time to be productive. And I think that's what it was for me at first. It kind of gave me just a sense of purpose to be able to impact the world positively in the lowest point of my life. And, going through the experience for me was more of like a self journey because you were able to see the work that you put in. And it was a crazy dynamic because on one side you still are incarcerated, but on the other side you're literally saving people's homes, saving lives, saving whole communities. It was like self-healing. But on the other side of it, as far as like the work was strenuous. We didn't get paid much. And mind you, even if you do get paid the amount that you do get paid, restitution still comes out of that. So for lack of better terms, you're working your ass off. You're really not getting compensated for it.
When it wasn't a fire, we was probably getting $1 a day. When it was a fire, we was getting $2 a day. It was bad too, like food. We would be out on these fires weeks at a time, months. Sometimes we wouldn't even come back to the prison for months. We spending all our energy and time, and we're coming back exhausted, and they want to give us a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Something you would give to like an elementary school kid when they first get to school, giving us those little things every single day. Like, they expect us to just be okay with that. We're firefighters, and the food we're getting when we're out on the fires is okay, but they'll cook. We got people cooking the food and stuff, but the slave work and the labor was not worth what I went through. The health, they don't take care of us health-wise. It's poor. They just throw us out there. That's it.
There were times I thought it was going to be over. You're battling wildfires. So it's like, think of it like this. You in the back of a truck, you can't see out of it because they don't allow the inmates to look out of the vehicles. So, you drive and you just hitting pothole after pothole, and you just start smelling smoke, smelling stuff burning. And as soon as you hop out the back of the CCV, it's helicopters flying, water everywhere, radio chat. It's a crazy scene. I remember one time, one fire specifically, we were like on a hill that was probably it was like this steep, and we're going down. And mind you, I was the sawyer on my crew. So what that means is I had the chainsaw. So we're going down, and I'm going down a hill like this, chainsawing, like brush out the way and like holding myself up while we sliding down. And it's just like, I mean, it's crazy, man. I can't really put it in any other words, but it was times, I mean, I even told her before, I said, man, I don't know how we make it out. Because, you feel me? It was bad.
That photo specifically that he sent me, I was pregnant during his last time on fire camp. And so I dealt with high anxiety of, is he going to make it home, you know, to be here for me and our child? And the only reason that I got myself to be okay with it was because I saw that what it was doing for him mentally and how it was helping him. And he'd go weeks without contacting me because he's out on fires. And so I could have had an ultrasound, or I could have had an update with my pregnancy. And I had to wait days at a time, if not weeks, to let him know. And realistically, if we're putting value on lives, I understood that the inmates' lives are less valuable than those of the official, you know, firefighters. And just living with that every day was a little torturous. So, you know, I was just compelled to post a tweet and kind of give a shout out to anyone out there that maybe has a family member or loved one out there right now. Just, you know, let them know that they're appreciated.
You know, when you first touch down in prison, I sign a life waiver. You know, you sign where your belongings is going to go to and who they're going to contact if you die, right when you get booked into the prison. So my mentality in prison was I could die on a yard, I could die, you know, you could die anywhere. And I think that's part of the trauma that people deal with when they're incarcerated, because you know that really any day could be your last, because all it takes is one little thing to go bad, something to pop off, and it's about to go up.
I would do it again because I know mentally I'm strong enough for it. Like, if you're not mentally strong, then it's really not for you at all. I've never been to boot camp, but I think it's pretty close to that. They actually had this program called the Ventura program, which is a firefighter re-entry program. So you could, you know, be paroling and go into the fire program and actually become like a real firefighter with these guys. But there's so many like loopholes you have to do. I did my application, and when I got out, because you do the application 90 days before you go home, I made sure I was on top of everything. I got home and these guys are asking, oh, did I turn in the application? I'm like, here's the start of their bull crap again. So I just kind of just felt unmotivated after that, and I didn't want to pursue it no more.
If you're a felon, you can't apply to be a city firefighter at all. And then for me, like, I came home to a daughter, so I just had to get the bag right away. And with that being said, it's hard because I told her, I said, I'll do it, definitely. I had no problem with it. I really liked the work, and I was actually really, really good at what I did. But it's just like there are no resources, and I feel like the least they could do is at least set up people with interviews. You know, we went through this program. We did all of this for communities. I mean, they're thanking us for being heroes and all of this. But when we get out, it's just we're the felons. And that's kind of what it always is.